Hi, welcome to the Gen X Glam and Gap channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether you're new, whether you're coming back. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I know there are a lot of choices out there, and you're hanging out with me here at the Gen X Glam and Gap channel, where I do a little bit of glam and a little bit of gap. We need to get into it today because I have to do a very, very tight, short video, totally on the move. I did a video yesterday, but I didn't get it done in time, and one of the invaders is like, knock, 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 we have to go. Ruin the whole video, but you know what? I don't know. It wasn't that great. And so let's just do a shorter one today and let you know what's going on. Okay, first of all, if you're in Sweden, happy Valberry Day. Valberry Day, it's actually spelled like Valborg, but the G is like airy. This is a local holiday where all communities come together and they have like a community bonfire. They gather twigs and stuff, not leaves, because leaves maybe are fire hazards, right? When they light and they go up in the air and they could catch other things on fire. So villages all around the country are bringing their twigs and branches, logs, if you will, from their spring cleanups to a community bonfire. So that's what's going on, and it signifies the beginning, the official beginning of spring and the welcoming of summer. So we're going to participate in that today. But also today, I am going to go and get this Surface Mole shaved off my face, purely aesthetic, elective choice, and possibly this one over here. I've complained about it enough, so we're actually really not going to do that much makeup because I need to go with a clean face to the dermatologist, and the aftercare on that is going to be like wherever I decide to get these things shaved off. I might do this one up here. I have to put like a little like bandage patch. So they said that I can do makeup like around the patch, so let's get creative when that happens. But we can do our lips, and I can do some localized skincare. So I wanted to show you what I got from the rest of my Sephora haul because it's trickled in. I pulled the trigger on the Rhode Glazing Milk, which is like an essence. It's an essence driven product, and we've talked about essence before. Like I've said, like my Charlotte Tilbury, the Wonder Glow, the Glow Toner. I don't think there's wonder in it. The Glow Toner has essence in it. Essence is a molecule that soaks up everything that you put on top of. I have quite a few products, some Shiseido products that also have essence in it. Now it looks a lot like my Bubble product, the Cosmic Milk from Bubble that I've been loving, and I'm probably about halfway through this. But this is truly just like a milky toner. There's no essence in it. They kind of look the same. No, they do look the same, and they smell the same. They even have, to me, like the same consistency in terms of thickness and texture. Literally, like if I put one in one hand and one in the other hand, looking at them, I might not be able to tell the difference. Smelling them, I would not be able to tell the difference, but the skin-loving ingredients inside of them are actually significantly different from the other. The Rhode is supposed to give more of a glow, and if you'll kind of look at my face, I instantly glowed up again. I'm trying to be very careful on this side of my face. I thought, oh, I can do my under eyes. Yeah, I can do my under eyes, which I think that we will do, and some localized moisturizer, but I want to keep going through the Sephora haul. I pulled the trigger, and I got a mini Hourglass blush, because, you know, when I bought this puppy, everyone online was like, oh, it's a dupe of the Hourglass, and wow, it looks very similar. This is the CoverGirl Skin Enhancing, like, baked blush. Let's just open them up. The Swirly Swirl, very similar, right? Very similar product. I did use, and I love this container. This is just so chicy. It comes with a mirror. I used this yesterday, and it was quite nice. It's very subtle. You can see that it's in the shade Ambient, I believe. Very subtle when it goes on. I put it like kind of right at the top of my cheekbones, and I dragged it up my temple. I also dragged it down my nose, which I feel like I could do today. Like, look at, I instantly got like almost as if I've been out in the sun, sort of flush on my nose. So before I put any more powder on my face, let's continue with the skincare. Love this, like, I don't know, this under eye cream that I got in my last Ipsy. I'm going to use this thing till it's gone, but I suspect this might last me through August if I'm using it multiple times a week. Speaking of Ipsy, I'm expecting more Ipsy because the Ipsy arrives so slowly to me. It's like as soon as I get a box, it seems like they have me picking out my next box. So I'm kind of excited for what's to come in there. I picked out some cool stuff. Still have a little bit of Amazon that's trickling in. And Charlotte Tilbury is teasing something called like a makeup artist on a stick product coming soon. So I wonder if she's just going to do like a multi-purpose stick, you know, like that you can use to warm up your face, to color like a blush would. I don't know what this thing is, but I'm very curious. I'm very curious to try it when it comes out. All right, so got the Hourglass, got the Rhode Glaze, got some cool new samples. This Shiwasu was a gift with purchase, and I've done a Shiwasu mini bundle before, but I've cashed in 500 Sephora points to get it. So I'm quite familiar with these products that came with it. These are two different types of serum. This one right here is their moisturizer. I love Shiwasu. It is such a fun brand. I've often said it just smells so organic. I feel like I'm smearing like dirt on my face. So I'm really excited to get into the Shiwasu. I'm really excited, maybe when I'm healed up enough, to do a full face of the samples that I scored in the Sephora sale, because if you recall, I was doing multiple orders because I had free shipping. Yes, Mary went as far as to call it a hack. Thank me for sharing my hack. Anyway, I have all these samples. This is more from Westman Ultier. These are concealers. I think I have enough samples to do a full face. Oh, here's the bandage. This is what it looks like. This is what I'm going to have to use when... This is like nice. Okay, this is Swedish technology from the pharmacy. You just push down there and voila. But I think I'm going to have to cut this. So I'm going to have like literally like, I mean, this is huge. That's a little bit big. I'm going to cut it down to size. But wherever it is that I do get some surface moles shaved off, I'm going to be having to do that for some time, even into the summer, because in the summer months, it's important to keep those kind of areas free from sunlight. So I have to be very vigilant. All right, let's go in and do the lips, because what did I get? I am the proud owner of a MAC lipstick. It is a Velvet Teddy. It says on the bottom, like, I think it says shade 617. I love this thing. I don't have any, I'm going in with the Shuggy Girl, which I did repurchase because I really like this shade from CoverGirl. It is their lip stain, and I'm running really low of it. When I first got it, I didn't like it. The more, though, I've worked with it, the more I like it. And the more that it's sort of faded out and it's actually, you know, like you're wearing a pair of shoes, and it's not so pronounced. I just like getting like a little bit of a shade with it. I mean, it's still there. It's still there, but it's not as pronounced. Like I said, it's like a well-worn shoe. Anyway, I've got a new one coming in the mail, but I don't have any lip mask on, and I don't have any gloss on. My lips are, you know, they're a little bit dry actually, but I think this is great that there's nothing on them, because I don't want to mask the matteness of this lip. Of this lippy. And shoot, I meant to bring my bag in. Next time I do a video, we're going to use this again. I love this shade. I just dig it so much. This, I've got the best dupe for this. It is, I think it's also CoverGirl, and I think it's in the Yummy collection, one of their Blur matte lippies. And I don't know the shade off the top of my head, but I am going to use, I'm going to use them side by side. I'm not organized this morning, clearly. A little bit angst about having my face shaved, but I can't wait to get this off because I can scratch. Oh, it's purely elective. Anyway, I'm going to show you a fantastic dupe for this MAC lipstick, this Matty Matte that I just put on. What else? Oh, I got a restock of my NARS pot concealer in the shade Vanilla. This is my match. I have two other shades of this, Chantilly and Creme Brulee, and then I also have the light reflecting, I think they call it Night Swan under eye brightener from NARS, also in a little pot. But Vanilla is my shade, and since I've been buying this about 2.5 years, this shade, this pot, this is the fourth one that I've bought, because I tend to just really go through it. And you know, the gurus say the best thing to do is to find the things, your acne scars or whatever it is you're trying to cover up, and to go ahead and spot. I've been nursing some breakouts, and I don't know why. I keep trying to trace it back to something. I even traced it back to my other pot that was running out because I was scraping the sides so badly, so much to get out the stuff. I'm like, maybe there's bacteria built up in the pot. Anyway, I don't have the patience for it, but if you have the patience for it, let that localized spotting concealer sit, and then sort of blend it out, like, you know, pat and blend it out, and go over it with whatever base you're going to use. And if you're not going to use a base, then just let it like blend in. I don't have a ton of skincare. You saw what I put down. I don't have a ton of skincare going on right now, so I don't want to go in too much with too much makeup because I don't want to look like patchy patch. So I'm just going to blend in what we did there. So what do you think? I love this. Again, I think it's in the shade 617. It's just a mini. So, I mean, there's a trend here, right? I got a mini of the Hourglass. I got a mini of the MAC. The more cool products I can get in the mini. I even pulled out a mini Kosas because I thought, oh, I could do a little bit under my eye. It's actually not the best shade to do under my eye. I don't think it's bright enough. I think it's in the shade 2.5 because they say, like, you know, when you're dealing with your concealers, when you're shopping for concealers, get a shade, one shade lighter than what you think your actual shade match is, and then, you know, a shade that matches closer to your skin. So you can use the lighter one to brighten things up or cut through. Say you went too warm with like a bronzer, or you went too bright clowny with the blush, you can cut through it with one of those lighter concealers and blend it out, and, you know, until you get the, you know, the level, the balance of blend that you want. And then the shade that matches your skin is more so for, yeah, more so for those that, like, your spot concealing, right? Or I like to put the shades that match my skin along my jawline, and I also like to put them on my forehead. All right, let's just tap a little bit of this blush straight up on the skin, which I don't know if it's such a great idea because I didn't put that much skincare down, but it's just going to give me, I'm going to lean in a tiny bit of a flush there. Wish me luck. Wish me luck, my friends. The next time you see me, I'm going to be bandaged up, but I'm excited. I'm excited to have this done. I've thought about it for a very long time, and today's the day. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, my friends.